through the jungle.
Brave cobwebs.
Struggle with skeletons.
To find the keeper of the key. It's a great lucky dip game filled with yucky stuff and snakes. And it'll make a great centrepiece for...
your fingertips Chamber of Doom party.
So if you're having a birthday party, why not decorate your room with cobwebs? These are just made from string dipped in PVA glue and then painted when dry. And you could make vines by tying tissue paper leaves onto string. And you could add paper snakes. And check these out. They're bugs made from plastic pots decorated with sweet wrapper wings and pipe cleaner legs.
And will your intrepid friends be able to stomach the food offered to them, like sausage fingers with pepper nails and wrinkly knuckles? And what about eyeball cakes with red root icing or spider cakes with licorice legs? Check out the pear rats and snake sandwiches. And what better than a chocolate temple cake covered in green icing leaves?
Get your friends to dress in hats, khaki explorer gear, and they could even have skipping rope whips.
And if your friend should dare to venture near the Keeper of the Key monument,
will they be brave enough to delve their hands through the snakes and the yucky stuff and pull out the key that matches the one on the chest to then reveal the hidden treasure?
Your party guests won't be able to resist the challenge, so try making the Keeper of the Key lucky dip.
Now, for the base of the make, you want to get your fingertips on a box with a lid, and you may be lucky enough to find a shoebox big enough. Now you need to find a yoghurt pot, which is big enough to fit your wrist into, and then you want to draw around your yoghurt pot onto one of the long sides of your box, right the way around the rim, like that. Now, you need to just cut this circle out, just slightly smaller than the one you've just drawn. There we go. And don't worry about this slit here, because you're going to cover over that in just a bit. Now you need to very carefully cut off the base of your yoghurt pot, like that, so it's got a hole right the way through it. Then push that into your box just there and get some sticky tape and stick it into place so it's nice and secure. And I'm just going to do a few bits, but you want to go all the way around the rim of your yoghurt pot and then put it back on its base, pop the lid back on top and secure this in place too.
And now to meet the keepers of the monument. Now, what you need to do is get a selection of milk bottles. We've got a larger 6-pint milk bottle, also 2 2-pints and 2 smaller 1-pint. And take your shoebox.
There you go, Steve.
Thank you. And turn it upside down, because you want to make a few holes near the middle of the base, like that. And this will allow you to make a few snips. So, one there, and one there, and then just one above and one below. And then take the neck of your big milk bottle and just push it in, and it will stay in place just like that. It's good, isn't it? And then you just arrange the other milk bottles around this one, making holes in the same way. And again with the smaller bottles. Looks great already, doesn't it?
Now, it's a good idea to stick your milk bottles together with sticky tapes. They all stay in place. And then you want to fill in the gaps where the handles are, just to make a nice nose shape. And then for the eyes, get a piece of kitchen roll, scrunch it into a ball, and dip it into some PVA glue and water so it gets nice and soggy. Then squeeze out the excess like that. It will be a bit messy, but good fun. And then you just want to push your eye just into there. Now you want to cover the whole thing in kitchen roll and PVA glue and water, and the kitchen roll will give it a nice crumpled stone effect. You want to cover the whole thing, and once you have, you can leave it to dry overnight and then it'll be ready to paint. And we've gone for a nice sandy stone colour. Now you can add some details like some paper vine leaves, on they go, some creepy crawlies and some tempting jewels as forgotten treasure.
And now it's time to add the gruesome goodies into your container. Now, first of all, how about some plastic insects? Yep, in they go. And you can also add some balloons filled with water, and they feel particularly horrid when you don't know what they are. So let's pop those in too. And how about this? Look, some snakes around the outside of your hole so that as your friends enter the lucky dip, they'll have to touch the slimy snakes.
Now, amongst all of that nastiness, you also need to put your keys inside. Now, these are just pieces of cardboard with different symbols on the front, and you need to make a double of one of them, and the spare one can be stuck to the front of your chest. Now, the great thing is your chest can be made out of anything or any box you've got lying around the house, but the design for this one is on our website. Then pop the rest of your keys into the monument and push them right into all the dark corners. Ugh.
It's such a cool thing, and if you want to try and make one, then why don't you check out the Fingertips website? As always, address at the end of today's show. Just click on Party and all the information you need will be at your fingertips. And if you have a pen and paper handy right now, we'll go over it again.
Cut a hole in the side of a shoebox big enough to slot in a bottomless yoghurt pot. Get hold of 5 milk cartons and, starting with the biggest in the middle, slot them into the top of your shoebox base. Fill the gaps behind the milk bottle handles and add eyes. Paper mache in one layer using kitchen towel. Paint it and add extra detail. Fill the base with yucky stuff and snakes at the opening. Hide your keys inside, making sure that one key matches the front of your treasure chest.
It does look cool, doesn't it? And here's a good idea. How about making a hole in the back of your monument where you can grab the hand of your unsuspecting hero?
So see which one of you makes us a scaredy cat and which one's a hero with your very own Chamber of Doom party.
It was awful, you know. But you can let go of my hand. I just told him about the game.
It's not my hand.